I'm going to explain a little bit about what First LEGO League is about, and then the program that we've put in place to not only help your child with their first experience with First LEGO League and going to their first competition and gaining the most benefit out of that experience as possible, but then also their growth after that point. So helping them to become leaders and mentors. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. First LEGO League, again, it's a robotics competition. It's a lot of fun. You know, the kids in a limited time frame and as a team, they design and build their own robot. And they will program it. They'll program it to do a number of different tasks, and they get points based on the different things that their robot is able to accomplish. The robot has 2.5 minutes to do that. It does it autonomously. In other words, it does it based on the program that the kids have put in place. So they are not able to go and manipulate the robot when it's out on the table. Only in a small area of the table can they actually touch and interact with the robot. So they have 3 different tries, and the highest score that they get on those 3 tries is ultimately what they get scored with. And in between that, they can make some tweaks and adjustments to their robot. Now, there are other pieces of this, and let me just touch on those real quick. There's a project. So each year there's a different theme. And under that theme, the kids find a current world problem. They do some research. They may talk to experts, do some things online to try to figure out what's happening in that field. After they have identified a problem, they propose a solution to it, and then they do a presentation or a skit to share that. There are also the core values and teamwork, and they get graded on some of those elements as well. So all of those different pieces are part of the competition, and I'll get into those a little bit more here in a few minutes. Let's go to the First LEGO League website. And I would encourage you to check this out. First LEGO League is in many countries. Hundreds of thousands of kids participate. So, and I would encourage you to go to the parents page and run through some of this information as well. Now, back to our introductory website. Hopefully, you've had a chance to watch some of the videos that we have here. We have one on FIRST and all of its programs. So FIRST has some competitions from kindergarten all the way up through high school. And First LEGO League is just one piece of that. So again, I hope you take the time to watch these videos because it really does a great job of explaining the program. Now, what have we put in place that's a little bit different? And if we go to our program tab, I will explain that here a little bit. We have created 4 different levels of accomplishments for the kids. And as they move up in these different levels, they will have more ability of choosing the team that they want to be on. They will have a increasing role with the team. So taking on leadership and mentorship type roles. So as you can see here, we've got 4 different levels laid out. The first one is learner. So when a child comes in, the idea there is to give them a good foundation. So exposing them to all the different pieces of First LEGO League. They aren't going to be an expert in any of those, but hopefully they'll at least have a base foundation and have a great first experience. On to the contributor level. So each of these levels, we're going to expect that the kids are going to know a little bit more, and they're going to have to demonstrate a few things with the robot and in the project and research, as well as team building. So understanding some of those concepts and ideas, and then ultimately, we want them to become leaders. We want them to lead, either in the programming or robot build, maybe with the project and or some of the team building activities. And then ultimately, the highest level is mentor. So helping others to achieve that leadership role and helping others to come into the program because we learn so much by teaching others. All right, I've got some other information there, but I won't delve too deep into that at the moment. Let's go to the first level learner for just a minute here because we talk about the core values, and that is such a key piece of the program. And I'm going to just walk through those here real quick for because I want to share my viewpoint on this. First, we're a team. We really stress the team building aspect. We do a lot of team building activities. We want the kids to learn to find their own answers. So when they have a question or a problem, it's more about them having that knowledge and ability and drive to seek out the answers. In realizing that coaches and mentors aren't going to have all the answers, that we're all going to be learning. We're always learning. This is a friendly competition, and you'll see the terms a little bit below that: gracious professionalism and cooperation. And let me talk about those here for just a minute. Gracious professionalism, we do want the kids to all act in a professional manner, whether they're winning or they're losing, no matter what is happening. Also, cooperation. It is a competition. We want to do our best. We want to win, but we want others to be at their best also. So encouraging that and helping others when it's appropriate. The learning, backing up a couple points, or what we discover is more important than we win. That is one of the fundamental items, and really, in my mind, one of the most important ones. It's really about the learning. We all want to win. It's great. It's great if we win something, but the learning is going to help these kids, in this program and beyond. So I can't stress that enough. Science, technology, math, those are some difficult subjects at times. And if we can create a fun learning environment like this, we'll see, I think, many more kids take on those challenges and continue to go further in their education. So having fun is obviously a big piece of the program. So I'm just going to touch through some of the different elements then that we have. We have the core values, and that's going to be a piece of every one of the levels. Having the kids learn a bit about the different Lego pieces that they're going to use, how to do some building techniques so they can build solid structures, some different robot building techniques. And each level, they're going to start with a very basic robot, and then they're going to start moving that up from there. And programming, same thing. They're going to start out programming very simple things just to get their robot to do a task, and then trying to get it to do multiple tasks, and trying to make sure that their robot is repeatable. In other words, we want to see that that their robot can achieve that multiple times. That's something that I think a lot of kids struggle with a little bit in trying to figure out the sources of variation, and having the willingness to stick with it to learn how the different items can enter into that. So, and then learning obviously the programming aspect and the project and team building. So I'm just going to breeze through the different websites so you get an idea of kind of what they look like. The contributor level, the leader level, again, we want the kids to take on a leadership role, and then eventually a mentoring role where they will help others to achieve that leadership role and helping them to be successful at that, because we learn so much by teaching others. So with that, I encourage you to learn as much as you can about the program and to get involved. You will learn so much and have a lot of fun in the process. And it's important for all of us to be on lifelong learning paths. So with that,